back in the car, heading home from our Azure pickup. I have had several friends ask me about Azure and the types of things that I get from there. So I thought it might be kind of fun to do a follow-up video and talk about the things that I got in this order. So first off, I got hemp hearts. I have a really yummy grain-free granola recipe that we've really been enjoying. It's high protein, and hemp hearts have just a lot of nutritional value, so it's a great thing to add into that. So I get my hemp hearts from there. Next thing on the list was our organic raisins. Organic raisins are really expensive, and I can get a 30-pound box from Azure, and the thing about Azure is the bigger amount that you get, the lesser it is per ounce or pound or whatever. So the raisins end up being a really great deal at the end of the day whenever I get a larger box. So I get a 30-pound box of raisins from them.
What do we do with the raisins?
What do we do with the raisins?
What do we do with 30 pounds of raisins?
Well, all of my people really love raisins, but I use them in that granola. We put them on top of that granola. That's really good. But Paul eats a salad every day in his lunch at work, and raisins are one of his favorite toppings. So we go through a lot of, and trail mix, they like to make trail mix with raisins, so it's a good snack too. The next thing is Organic Valley feta cheese, and Maddie and I both really love feta cheese on our salads. I don't think anybody else eats it. I think it's just her and I. Yeah, but we really enjoy it on our salads, and it comes like shrink wrapped in the little blocks, and I get like 3 of them, and as long as you keep them in the shrink wrapped block, they will last a long time. So her and I will just open one up and use it. And then we have some stuck back in the fridge for later. Oh, this next thing, a gal on our cancer group, one of the mamas, this was an awesome find. This has been life-changing for me. They're called Snowy Days Pizza Bites. Because of Nolan's diagnosis and the things that we've done to change our diet, we were trying to do less grain. So finding like easy snacks or super easy dinners or something like that has been a challenge. She introduced me to these pizza bites, and the kids actually love them, and they're very clean, and I don't feel bad about feeding them to them. Therefore, that means I can have these ready for them, so Paul and I can go on a date, and I don't have to feel stressed about what they're gonna eat while I'm gone. Super easy for them to make, and so that has been, I feel like that's been a win for the kids, for our marriage, for everything. Like, that's just a really exciting find for me. So I got another box of those, so that should be about 2 dates worth, hopefully, is the goal. And next thing is, I like to get the organic grass-fed cheese. For any of you who do that, you know that's super expensive. And I can get a 5-pound like loaf of cheese from Azure for much cheaper than I can buy like small blocks at the local grocery store. So I get, I got a 5-pound block of mozzarella and a 5-pound block of raw Monterey Jack grass-fed cheese. It's actually the first time I've tried this particular cheese company's raw Monterey Jack. So I'm hoping it's good, because I did buy the 5-pound block because it's such a better deal whenever you buy it bigger. Hopefully we'll like it. I'm sure it'll be good.
Something I'll add to the cheese blocks is it's a lot of work.
It is.
You gotta cut it up, you gotta slice it if you want it for sliced cheese, you gotta shred it. But there's a lot of benefits because of the shredded cheese you buy at the store. There's a lot of junk and preservatives in those.
Yeah, they do add a lot of stuff to that. So shredding cheese is something we've actually done for a really long time from blocks because of that, the knowledge of that. But finding Azure and getting a better deal on much higher quality cheese and the big loaves, I mean, it is a lot to deal with, but we make it work, and it's good. And all the kids know how to use the KitchenAid and sliced cheese, or shred cheese, so that's great.
Yeah, that's a lifesaver. KitchenAid, the cheese shredder.
Yes.
If you're going to do it, it's worth buying the attachment.
Yeah, for sure. The next thing I have is almond flour. So since we're doing more of a grain-free, I say that we do eat some grains. I'm trying to stick to ancient grains and not very often. So almond flour comes in handy. I've got some grain-free tortillas that I make up for taco night with that. We use it for several different things. So almond flour. And then I got some kamut, I don't even know how you say it, kamut wheat, Porzon. I don't even know how you say it, actually. But I got a 25-pound bag of that wheat because I found, though we like einkorn for like pancakes and that sort of thing, I would prefer that we're using einkorn always. I think it's probably the best wheat so far as I've been able to read and tell about of ancient grains. But I think the Kamut wheat is the kind of the next one in line. And I did find that I feel like as far as like breaded stuff goes, like pizza dough and stuff like that, I do feel like that one does better. So I got a 25-pound bag of that wheat.
It's whole berries, right?
It's whole berries.
It's got to be
It's
ground up.
Yes.
You got to mill it.
Yeah, we have a Nutrimill, and that has been a lifesaver because I was hand cranking it, and when Nolan got diagnosed, I was like, I just can't. I don't have the time for that right now. I didn't feel like. Obviously, we all have the same amount of hours in the day, but I was making me feel overwhelmed. So that was a lifesaver.
And the electric one is cheaper, right?
It was actually cheaper.
It's cheaper than the hand grind. And the hand grind. I mean, it's a workout.
It's a workout.
If you're doing anything more than a couple cups of flour.
Yeah, for sure. So, if you're gonna do whole berries, I would suggest doing an electric mill if you're able. It is nice to have the off-grid option. I always love having my off-grid tools, but I am thankful for the electric grain grinder at this stage of my life. The other thing, and this is a splurge, but our xylitol sweetened gum. I love to have gum whenever I'm out. I hate feeling like I've got nasty breath, so I like to have gum. So I buy that in a large, it's like 550 pieces of gum from Azure. It's the best deal that I can find buying that kind of gum. The other thing is the Organic Valley Parmesan cheese in the little tubs. Again, I would love for us to scale back on the dairy, but as many dietary changes as we've made, I'm just trying to buy higher quality dairy for right now as we try to move into what future healing looks like and what's best for our bodies. We just haven't quite got there. So right now we're just trying to get as high quality food as we can get and go from there. But Organic Valley Parmesan cheese, Nolan loves this on everything, but especially he loves it on popcorn, which I'm super excited. I learned that they have such a thing as sprouted popcorn, which makes me feel a little better about feeding it to him. Maybe it's not even better. I don't know. But anyways, that's what we've been eating. I get my dish soap from Azure, and I get it in a huge 5-gallon box that I can refill my smaller ones. I love the Azure dish soap. I really do like it. And then I got Nancy's cream cheese, like 6 8-ounce little tubs of that. And Nolan actually loves to put that on eggs. We all really love to put it on stuff. So cream cheese is kind of a hit at our house. Again, probably not the best thing. But the one thing that I love about the Nancy's stuff is that it has probiotics in it. And it's, I can't remember if they say it's like cultured or whatever. So then I also get the Nancy's sour cream, organic sour cream. So big cases of that, and it just makes it a lot cheaper than I can buy it at the local grocery store. So anyways, that's our Azure haul for this month. I usually do an Azure order every month. Some months I miss, but anyways, hopefully that inspires you guys for what we got at Azure. And yeah, I'm gonna sign off for today. So what's our tagline?
Hunting homestead, hunt life hard.